Hi YouTube, Dave here. Thought I would give a shot at doing a fragrance review. This is going to be my first one, hopefully of many. First wanted to give a shout out to Mark, Jonathan, Dan, Brandon, and Tim. You guys have really helped me on my journey into fragrances. I've gotten a lot more into it than I used to be and starting to get quite a collection going. You guys have made it very easy to find good stuff, and I really appreciate your views. So I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. I thought I would do my first review on something that I have not seen. Actually, I couldn't find any YouTube videos on it, surprisingly. This is something that Luca Turin in his guide considers Luca Turin and Sanchez consider one of the 10 best masculines of all time. They consider it a masterpiece. It can be had for quite cheap, surprisingly. So let's get into it. This is Beyond Paradise for Men by Estee Lauder. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right. If not, let me know. I'm very good at butchering names. So this is a 1.7 ounce tester bottle. It comes in the standard sizes 1.7 and 3.4. Will run you anywhere from 20 upwards of 50 to 60 at most. I think I paid in the 20s for this, which was surprisingly cheap. It should have a 3-digit serial number on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. It's kind of an odd looking bottle, but I do actually enjoy the bottle for some reason. It just reminds me of a tropical beach, which is, I think it's well done. So let's get into it. Top notes. We have Eden's Mist, Jabuticaba fruit, Eden's Buchu. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds cool. The middle notes. We have a Mediterranean Accord, Lavender Absolute, Provence Sage, Tarragon, and Thyme. I'm assuming it's thyme or thyme. I don't really know. Base notes. You've got Golden Melaleuca Bark, Eden Vetiver, Beechwood, Oak Moss, and Patchouli. There's quite a few notes in this. I don't get all of them, but first blast, mostly what I get is ripe melon. I get the freshness, kind of the greenness freshness of lavender with a little bit of this of different citrus. Not so much. There's kind of a couple kinds of citrus that I get right off the bat. As it progresses, it gets much greener and woody. You start to get the oak moss, the sage, the lavender comes even more into play. I do get the patchouli and some of the vetiver as well as it goes further along the development. But I do kind of get a tropical vibe, but it's tropical, but it's also green and woody, kind of a little bit like green Irish tweed would be something that's kind of, I mean, it's not that much like green Irish tweed, but if you know what I mean by it's kind of tropical, but also woody and green and kind of all rolled into one, if that makes sense to you guys. That was the only thing I could really compare it to, but they don't really smell all that similar. Actually, I don't really get very many similarities other than kind of the structure, if that makes sense. Okay, so as I said, as this goes on, it gets much more green and woody. I do get a lot of compliments on this. Women really do seem to enjoy this one. Longevity-wise, which for something that's considered, I mean, the seasons probably would be spring, summer, possibly even fall. I have been wearing this in winter in Minnesota recently. Just because I just got it like a month ago, and it's the middle of winter in Minnesota, so I thought I wanted to try it out. It surprisingly does quite well in cold weather. The longevity on this thing is ridiculous. For a fresh spring, summer scent, I get anywhere from 6 to upwards of 17 hours, which is insane for a fragrance like this. And the smell, I mean, it just smells wonderful. It's something kind of like, mood-wise, it's a lot like Clinique Happy for Men. Just comparing that to that because I mean, Clinique Happy for Men's a decent scent, but it kind of does brightens your mood a little bit, makes you feel a little bit better, a little more confident. That's what I get with this fragrance. Is it definitely makes my day better. It makes me feel better about myself, makes me uplifted, and maybe that's why people like it. I don't know, but I really do enjoy it. It's one of favorites of mine in my ever-going collection, along with Angel Men Pure Malt and stuff that Mark and you guys turned me on. Like, I got almost as many compliments on this as I do on Angel Men Pure Malt and Versatility, which I'm really enjoying that one right now. Okay, start getting into my ratings. I don't want to run on too long in my first video and bore people. So, overall scent, I'm going to give this 9 bottles of 10. I really enjoy the smell. It's very nice smelling. Um, you know, longevity, I'm going to give this 9.5 out of 10. For the type of scent that it is, the longevity on this is ridiculous. I don't know too many fresh scents that last this long other than Lodiese by Issey Miyake, which I'm not as big a fan of that one. That one's a little too played out or overplayed in my area. It's very, very popular here. Projection, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. It projects pretty well. I mean, it's not overbearing or a monster or anything like that, but it does well. It projects pretty well. People are gonna be able to smell it. Versatility, I'm gonna give this probably 9.5 out of 10. It's very versatile. Like I said, you can wear it spring, summer, fall. I could even see some people pulling it off in winter. I've been managing to pull it off in winter. It's very versatile. It's something I think that could be worn going to work in the middle of the summer, going to work in the fall, spring, going on a date. Women do seem to care for it. School, anything. I mean, going to the beach. It's something that I think would work in a lot of occasions. It's the only thing that I can really compare it to smell-wise is kind of got the tropical vibe of Dolce & Gabbana's The One, which I like. I honestly like this a little bit better, mostly because it projects a little better and it lasts quite a bit longer on my skin. But they're both very, very good scents. I would definitely recommend The One as well. Well, that would be my first review, YouTube. Hopefully you guys like what I'm doing. If not, please tell me what I could do better. I'm hoping to try and pump out a video a week or so. I got quite a collection building up, and I've been meaning to start doing reviews for a while, so it's good for me to finally start doing it. So again, I wanted to give a shout out to Mark or Robes08, Brandon, Cutlass Supreme SL, Jonathan, JR Ryder, Dan, My Mickers, and Tim, TS. I'm not sure how to say it. I'll just spell Tim, TSWETCOFF. You guys have been very, very helpful, and I really enjoy your reviews and really appreciate what you're doing. So I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring and see how I do. Let me know how I do, guys. Please give me feedback. I would love to hear some, or if there's anything you want me to review, let me know. And again, I'm going to try and start pumping out videos maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. But I would love it if people would subscribe. So, yeah, YouTube, have a good one. Hopefully you get a chance to try this scent out, because I think it's very underrated right now. And I don't see a lot of reviews, and a lot of people on base notes really seem to hate on it, which then again, it's base notes. So anything that's pumped up in Luca Turin and Tanya Sanchez's guide, generally, if it's not just absolutely insanely brilliant, the best scent ever, base notes will rip on it if it's something that they consider one of the 10 best masculines of all time. So I can see why people hate on it. It's kind of like Blue Day Chanel. It's because it's a Chanel that people hate on it. I happen to really care for the scent. I think it's a good scent that if it came out under another house, would have done quite well. Kind of like Guerlaine's Home, or Galen's Ohm. So, yeah. Peace out. I'm just kidding. That's a retarded ending. As always, smell good, boys. No, that's retarded too. You guys come up with a catchphrase for me. How about that?